Hello and welcome to Doing OK. I'm Dan and today I am reacting to Andi Mack Season 1 Episode 2 Outside the Box, or as I like to call it, the Secret Baby episode. We were talking about doing these Andi Mack reviews. Keith is currently embroiled in a big move. He's moving in with Caitlin. Longtime viewers will remember Caitlin. And so I just decided to do a reaction video because we needed some quick content. And I'm excited to be, binging through Andi Mack leading into Season 2. I obviously am behind here. I missed all of Season 1. And I will say, watching Episode 2, it was really solid. I'm really excited to watch more of the show. And, I finished this episode and I was like, I want to watch the next one. And that's a really cool feeling. I think they're doing a great job with this, kid show that really does work, I think, for a family. There were some issues that I had here and there, but overall, I think this is like a very entertaining show with a really solid cast. And even some of the things I didn't like, they managed to sort of turn on their head and make me like begrudgingly respect them for it. So I'll start with that, and that's Amber back here. So I do think Amber, as Keith said in our pilot review, is probably one of the weaker points of the show. It is so sort of stereotypical. It's, the mean girl character is in like every show. She's like, she walks in with the epic music and all that stuff, and she's like hot and sexual, therefore she's bad. And, also there's the whole an upsetting trope of, pitting these two women against each other to get a boy. And I still think those are issues worth mentioning, which is why I did. But at the same time, I think the way they edited this episode just brought it to such an over-the-top level that I really did think it was funny. It was the music cues in the show are really on point, and the way they use the cinematography and the music to build up that moment and to, bring it to such a ridiculous degree while still being, grounded in reality. As far as, she's not like he's attacking her or something. I'm trying to think of like over-the-top Disney comedy. This really is still her just staring at her, something that you can do in real life, but brought to an intense comedic level through cinematography and music. I'm like, you know what? I'll give them Amber. They make some good jokes about it. I hope that we get a little bit more complexity there. I wasn't a huge fan of the scene with her manipulating Jonah Beck, but other than that, I think the way the show ended was really, really solid for her. Now, taking a few steps back, Andi, I think, is really good in this episode. I think the actress is coming into the role already, and it's really fun to see her. She just oozes with charisma. She feels very relatable, and I like watching her comedically. I think that you can see her, pulling off different acting moves and learning as she goes, and I think that's really cool. I do think that Grandma Mack is one of the weaker points of the show right now. I understand she's justified in how she feels throughout this series so far. She is more worried about Andi. She is more wanting to control her because of what happened with Becks, and she doesn't trust Becks to be a good mother. All those things, given what she's been through and what Becks has done, are understandable. The problem is that she is very one note, and she is antagonistic in that one note to a character the show clearly wants us to like, which is Becks. Yes, Becks did bad things, but as far as the context of this show, she's trying to make better, and her mom won't believe that. And so that becomes a grating character, not just for Becks to have to deal with, but for me as an audience member. And I feel like I definitely need some more complexity there. It's also, I'm beginning to wonder if I don't exactly connect with the actress playing the grandmother, but I'm not really sure until we see more of what this character can be. On the side note, I do like the friends quite a bit. I think that Cyrus is clearly, setting up to be a sort of standout character comedically. I do think that his interactions with Jonah were certainly interesting. I had heard from before I even started the show that there are people shipping Cyrus with Jonah. And, it's hard for me to tell, having not seen the show, how much people are, making something out of nothing. Shippers gonna ship. But that was a very intense reaction that Cyrus had with Jonah. It could just be, playing up the comedy of, oh, look, joking about his potential homosexuality or whatever. And, that is a common comedic thing to make a guy act feminine. Or it could be actually hinting at something. And given that the show is more mature, I hope to see where that might go. I do want to talk about Jonah Beck. I think that he is not the best right now. I'm hoping that he can evolve. He is just kind of there, in my opinion. He's a very, he's pretty, and if you're a young girl who this show is targeted at, I'm sure you're probably enjoying his presence. He's nice, he's he breaks the mold. He's not just pretty, he is a good guy, and he doesn't seem stupid or anything. He's not like a jock, which is nice, but he just feels a little bland. Aside from the fact that he is pretty, I don't really see why Andi would like him specifically, and aside from the fact that I want Andi to be happy, I have no reason really to root for them specifically. They don't have particular chemistry that I feel is popping yet. Also, I will say, I know I'm old. I'm a 26-year-old, old in the terms of the show, I mean. But hearing a actor of that age literally say "slay" out loud did make me facepalm quite a bit. I don't know how much people literally say that in real life these days. I've only really seen it written in tweet form or text form or whatever, or heard people say it ironically. But man, I can't get over that kind of lingo in real life. To be fair, I've always been that way. Whenever someone said something that was supposed to be hip, even in my day, I always thought it was silly. Outside of that, I think Becks continues to be great. I loved all the stuff at the dinner table. I love Pops. I think he's really funny. And I think that the whole idea of, Andi's upset that, they're ruining her learning dinner, I thought was great. And that little mini arc of her remembering the elements and everything. I did think it was a bit much that she literally didn't understand what they were doing with the helium thing at the beginning, but at least she, brought it home by the end there. So, I mean, all in all, I think this is a really cute show with a lot of room to grow, but a lot going for it. I can't wait to watch more. Thank you guys so much for checking out this reaction video to Season 1, Episode 2 of Andi Mack. We will have more to come, and we will have Season 2 reviews as it comes out. Please stay tuned. Please check out our other videos on youtube.com/DoingOK, and we have new videos coming out Mondays and Thursdays, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you.